Hello everyone, and welcome back to Canadian King Coins. In today's video, I will be giving you the history of the Canadian 5-cent coin, commonly referred to as the nickel. The first 5-cent coin was issued for the province of Canada in 1858. It was struck in 92.5% silver and had the absolutely tiny diameter of only 15.5 millimeters. This tiny size is what earned them the nickname fish scales. The obverse bore the young laureate portrait of Queen Victoria. After Confederation, the Government of Canada issued its first 5-cent coins in 1870. Both the obverse and the reverse were identical to the 1858 issue, and the design would not change until the death of Queen Victoria, and the first coins were issued for King Edward VII in 1902. Another design change in 1902 was the transferring of the word Canada from the obverse to the reverse legend. King Edward VII died in 1910, and so the first coinage for the new king, George V, was issued in 1911. But the reverse remained the same. On May 3, 1921, the government passed an act authorizing a larger, nickel 5-cent coin to replace the small silver coin. Starting in 1922, Canada began issuing the large 5-cent coin, made of pure nickel and similar in size to the American 5-cent coin. It eventually just became known as the nickel. The obverse remained the same as on the previous issues, but the reverse received an all-new design. In early 1936, King George V died, and after the brief reign of King Edward VIII, King George VI became king, just in time for the 1937 coins. In 1937, all Canadian coins received a design update, and the nickel now featured a beaver. This design would be used until 1943, when the new victory reverse was introduced as part of the war effort. The composition had also been changed partway through 1942 to a material called tombac, and were again made 12-sided to distinguish them better from the penny. In 1944, the material was changed to chromium-plated steel. In 1946, the design was changed back to the beaver, and it was once again struck in nickel. In 1951, a special 5-cent coin was issued to commemorate 200 years of the isolation of nickel as a material. Also that year, the regular beaver nickel design started being made out of chromium-plated steel again due to the Korean War efforts. In 1952, King George VI died, and his daughter became Queen Elizabeth II and appeared on our coins in 1953. In 1955, the 5-cent coin started being made out of nickel again, and in 1963 it returned to its round shape. In 1967, all Canadian coins received a special reverse to commemorate the Canadian centennial. The nickel featured a hare, designed by renowned Canadian artist Alex Colville. The beaver reverse would remain the same until 2005, although there were many updates to the Queen's portrait, outlined in my previous video on the penny. In 2005, the commemorative nickel was introduced with the victory design from World War II, and the double dates 1945 to 2005, celebrating 60 years since the Allied victory. In 2003, the composition was changed to nickel-plated steel as a cost-saving measure, and the Canadian 5-cent coin remained the same ever since, with the exception of the Canada 150 design from last year. So there you have it, the great history of the Canadian 5-cent coin, which, since the 2012 withdrawal of the penny, is Canada's lowest denomination coin. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to learn more about Canadian coins, check out some of my other videos and subscribe for more in the future. And as always, have a great day.